Hello, my lovely, luscious, lucky Leos. How are you doing today? I hope it's good. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio. I felt a call to do another reading for you guys. Soulmate Twin Flame, but it's really been heavy Twin Flame. Obviously, with everything that's going on in Gemini, Twin Flame shit is so activated, and I've really been called to express the energy that I've been picking up on for everybody. So I do recommend that you watch the Twin Flame Collective that I've done, as well as the Scorpio Full Moon one. So, you know, the Scorpio Full Moon happened, and we have, like, so much came out, and now, like, so much came to light, and now it's being released. And I know that, you know, Leo's completed a karmic cycle. I have a Leo moon, you know, so, like, I know I've completed a cycle as well. And yeah, so I do suggest checking that out. But we have the Gemini New Moon coming up, which is, you know, a new emotional beginning for the twins. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm going to be doing a cord cutting ceremony just for the karmic baggage, if you're interested in doing things, so that we can really truly have a fresh start in these relationships, because yeah, it's absolutely necessary. So during the cleansing ceremony, I want to let you know, like, right when I was starting, someone outside, like a child, started meowing. So I feel like the inner child is going to be coming out, you know, that you're going to be sort of healing that sort of energy. I also had this feeling, and it was when I was shuffling the shadow deck, it was like, I've been doing all this work and you haven't. So I think that you have figured out that your counterpart just isn't on your level. And it's like you, like, you've done so much work, and they have proven again that they're just not caught up. And, you know, I also had a feeling in the shadow, it's like, it's time for you to learn your own lesson. Okay, which I totally feel you, Leo. But remember, if we try to be vengeful, or like want hurt on them for them to hurt perhaps the way that we have, then the cycle continues just the opposite way. So it's very delicate, and you have to be, you know, just ushering in the love. Answered prayer. This is the prayer that you've been asking for. It might not seem that that's the prayer that you've asked for, but the outcome of what it's going to bring you is the answered prayer. This is the final stage of metamorphosis. So, you know, I think it's really important for you to get in touch with your spirit guides, with your ancestors, with your angels, whatever it may be, and continue to pray to them for what you truly want. Emergence. Yes, exactly. It is time to emerge from this situation. Like, here we have, like I said, the final stage of metamorphosis, coming out of the chrysalis and becoming a butterfly and flying, you know, emerging from that cocoon. Yes, and I feel like you've gotten that before. Like, you are coming out better and brighter. I also didn't want to say something, I mean, it's not that that's weird. Yeah, so it might be something that you have difficulty talking about, because I wrote it down, but somehow I forgot to mention it at the beginning, was that when I was cleansing the light deck, there was some stuff with body image issues. And, you know, as Leos, we can be like, you know, we're known as one of the beautiful signs. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm a Scorpio, but because Leo moon, I'm about to hop in y'all bitches group. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, like, you know that Leos are just known for being absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And, you know, like Libra and Taurus, the ones ruled by Venus, like, you know, they are very beautiful, but everyone knows who really shines, and it's the Leos. And so there very much is this energy. I feel like you're emerging out of some self-confidence issues when it comes to body image. Because, you know, Leo rules the 5th house of ego, of self, you know, of, like, self-love. So, personality and things like that. So I really, like, obviously a little bit more programmed to be self-critical. That's why, you know, Leos tend to look good all the time, because they're very concerned. Yeah, love. So, like I said, this is not about revenge. This is not about teaching them a lesson. This is not about trying to hurt them. Blah, 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 blah. Like, all you can do is send the infinite divine love towards them if you want this to work. All right, tell us about The answered prayer. So this wants to come out stuck. The devil, yes. You have been stuck in this negative ass devil energy of toxicity, stuck in your connection, and it's been stuck there, and you have finally gotten the answered prayer of how to get rid of this toxicity. What is the, whoa, I'm hearing like you are being asked to like ascend to a new level in this relationship. Whoa. What is the light energy here? That was insane. Golduck using derail. Cottony using attach, and Plusle using positive ion. Yeah, exactly. Like there was some sort of emotional derailment where you were just like, whoa, these emotions like just threw you off the track. I feel like you were doing really well, and then something happened with them and it just sort of like swept you away in the water. But you have gotten like, let's see, it says the forelegs are webbed, helping it make it a depth swimmer. It can be seen swimming elegantly in lakes. Like I feel like this has given you the webs on your fingers that you are able to better navigate through the intensity of the water. And I feel like emotional intensity was you know, that was the trigger. There was something that was super triggered, which made you want to attach, that your heart chakra wanted to get too attached. You know, when you know we're not separated from them, we're not. So if you get attached, they're going to run, and you know that's exactly what happens. But there is some sort of like complete emotional derailment that, you know, you might have had a flame come back or something like that. I know with all the shit in Gemini, that's what's happening. And you just, you know, attach. Let's see, it says, it shoots cotton from its body to protect itself. If it gets caught up in hurricane strength winds, it can get sent to the other side of the earth. So, yeah, this might, like, you know, it doesn't matter where they are. This person might be a long-distance relationship. Twin flames usually are. Where it's like, so it talks about this derailment, you know, of like things kicking up, but it's like if it gets stirred up so much, it can get caught in the hurricane strength winds, and then it can get sent to the other side. So it's like there is something that is consistently, you know, wanting you to conjoin, but it needs to have the right hurricane strength, is what I'm hearing. Like, it shoots cotton from its body to protect itself. So, yeah, all right. So there it was some aspect of attachment, maybe about traveling, of seeing each other, of this distance that, like, really, it happened again that you got derailed and tried to attach the heart chakra, you know, to them and to try to draw them in. And it talks about the cotton from its body to protect itself, very much like how I was talking about the chrysalis state here, you know, like there was some sort of protective energy, and I think both of you have gone into this chrysalis, you know, and now finally it is emerging as the butterfly. So, yep, it's happening. Oh, I almost went to the shadow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because positive ion. So you are putting a lot of positive energy into this, and you know that the answered prayer is to put positive energy into this. You have to feed it love. If you want to unite, you have to feed it love. You have to emerge out of this situation. It says, it cheers on friends with pom-poms made of sparks. It drains power from telephone poles. So it's very much, you know, that exchange of energy, of giving and receiving various energy, where it's like, you know, like, how are you drinking this energy? Where are you getting your energy from? It talks about cheering on friends. So I think having powerful friends who are cheering you on is a very important thing right now. What's the shadow here for this answered prayer? That it came out in reverse. So worry seed in reverse. So yeah, you you know that you don't want to plant this seed, this worry seed. You don't want to have to worry about your heart getting attached like this again. You know that the answer to your prayer was that there was some sort of emotional wake-up call, is what I'm hearing, that caused you to realize this sort of heart chakra attachment, and that you just got to put the fucking positive energy into it and not worry, so that way you don't have to worry about the status of your heart. It says, I wonder if I would look a little cuter with a beautiful flower. Yeah, because you know that this is affecting your self-image. Like, this is like, oh, what if I had a cute flower? Then would I be more beautiful? Like I said, Leo, I knew it was affecting that shit, and it's time to emerge, because, like, gorgeous gang, can I just say it? All right. What is happening? This emergence. The 9 of Wands and the Page of Cups. So you are tired of having to protect yourself. You are tired of having to consistently be on guard. And, like, you know, the 9 of Wands is, well, you know, like 10 means completion with the other person, and 9 is a completion within yourself. And that's what's happened. Like, you have completed this cycle of, like, I don't want to have to protect myself from this shit anymore, because there someone is, the Scorpio full moon brought that energy of, like, they are just the Page of Cups. They don't know how to control their drinking. They don't know how to control, you know, their emotional world. They are lustful, and they're always bringing some third party situation to my infinite ass love. Like, ugh. I don't mean ugh, but, like, you know, that's the thing. You can't send that kind of energy. You have to send love. If you want to unite, what's the light energy? What is the light energy? Yes, exactly. It's going right to the shroomish. And look what we have. Someone looking in the mirror again. And it's psych up in reverse. So, like, there is some energy of what you say to yourself when you look in the mirror and how you psych yourself up. Like, that, you need to start doing that in a different way. You need to emerge out of the darkness and go into the light when it comes to that. And know, like, you know that the way that, like, your twin flame or soulmate or whoever it is, the way that they are treating you causes you to feel this way, and you are just done with that. Like, ugh, like, the fact that you're not giving me what I need is somehow making me feel like I'm not enough, that I'm not beautiful. Like, bitch, bye. It says rumors of its origin are linked to a UFO crash site in the desert 50 years ago. So there might also be, maybe you might be getting too deep into some conspiracy theories. I'm just going to throw it out there for those of you who need it. Like, that's all good and dandy, and it's good to be aware of those sorts of things. But, like, you have bigger fish to fry. You have some, like, your heart chakra to be working on. So if that's keeping you in a low vibration, you need to get out of those sorts of conversations as well. But this talks about 50 years ago. So I feel like this is something that's been happening for quite a while. What's the shadow here? That's too many. Little baby. Yep, that's the twin flame. That card talks about when they, like, land on the flower that it's going to love forever, it evolves. And I just don't think someone is there. Yeah, exactly. But they're working on it. Like, the Mencino wants to come right to the shroomish towards, like, the worry seed. They are cleaning up. Like, they're stuck. They're stuck right now, but they are stuck cleaning up. It says, these Pokemon prefer tidy habitat. They're always sweeping and dusting, using their tails as brooms. So they are wrapping stuff up. Like, the tail I always associate with the past. So they are cleaning up mistakes of the past is what I'm hearing. Whoa. But you know what you gotta do? You gotta get out of this. And then it can come to you. You know, it's that weird paradoxical shit that, like, divine love has of, like, when when you feed it less, more comes to you. Like, what? All right, what's the, or like understanding that it's already yours, you know what I mean? It's never been lacking or not there. It's breaking that paradigm is what I should say. All right, what is going on here? How do we bring more love to this? What is some advice for the Leos to bring in the love? My ear, wow, it's like I'm going underwater. My ear is, whoa. Whoa. I feel like take it down a notch is what I'm hearing. This wants to come to the devil. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, the water. Take it down a notch. This is a time to learn how to emotionally regulate in a whole different way. And it very much is, you know, about this cup. And it might be the third party cup situation that they're always bringing, like, oh, it's always something. It's always something. Like, yes, as long as you're stuck in this cycle, until you emerge from this, they're always going to have a third party emotional entanglement. So it's time to bring it down a notch, learn a little bit more of the emotional regulation, because like if you want to unite, that's what to do. And as a Leo moon, I know, like, I roar. Like, we control the heart. Leo controls the heart, you know what I mean? Like, that's where the love is stored, and the love is of self, and our twin flames remind us of the depth of that, and our soulmates remind us how to return, you know, and learn the lessons so that we can do that. And it's just like, wow. What's the light aspect here? So it's time to like release some of that, because it's time to make room for other things. Yeah, exactly. Trainer, protection cube. I had this feeling, it's like you need to emerge from this and cut the karmic cords. Of course, you can never cut a true soul bond, you know what I mean? Or you can never cut the twin flame, I should say. But there is like some sort of cycle that you need to emerge from to help them, because trainer card means it's the other person, and protection cube, like, you need to protect them with your love, because I think that they're going to be going through some pretty heavy shit coming up. And you need to be able to not be influenced by what they're going to go through, so that you can only send pure love. Okay? Oh, what's the shadow? Sligu using melt and Shuckle using wrap. Wow. Some other sign got that. I think it was Taurus, Gemini, or Cancer. Like, the dragon type I always take as twin flame, so this is especially a twin flame energy. But melt, like, they just make your heart melt. Like the water, the water that is in the, you know, fairy type. This is a fairy and water type move, okay? And fairy means the one-on-one relationship, and the water is the emotion. And this situation just makes you absolutely melt. And I think it's about their pace. You know, this is a slug. It's about how fast or slow that they go. So I feel like that is the sort of energy that you need to really, you know, work on emotionally regulating. It says, its four horns are high performance radar systems. It uses the sense to sense sound and smells rather than using ears or nose. So like I said, it's very much emerging out of this so you can disconnect and not be influenced by what they're going through, so that you can protect them. And it's very much in the shadow, in the 5D, of sending them that love. Like, you don't need to use your ears or your mouth. You have this third eye antenna system, and you know that you have that. And Shuckle using wrap. So yeah, it has a hold on your heart, the wrap, like this is the heart chakra. There is in the shadow a hold on it, and it has to be released in a certain way, but you know, like, you're attached no matter what, you know, you're wrapped together, but if you focus on this attachment, it's going to stay stuck in the same cycle. So it says, it stores berries inside its shell. To avoid attack, it hides beneath rocks to remain completely still. So you know, if you are stuck in this attachment cycle, that it, you know, they're going to keep moving slow. You know what I mean? They're going to keep going into the ground until, you know, they finally, you know, when you're not attached, then it comes together. Oh boy. All right. What does Leo? Okay. Love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come. Exactly. That's why it needs, and the thing is, it comes pretty fast. You know, it comes pretty fast. Like, all you need to do is release it. You know, but it's unexpected. You can't have some sort of time frame. You can't have some sort of, you know, whatever it is. You just have to own your power, go on with your life. It only takes a second to say, I love you, but it takes a lifetime to show how much. And you know that that's what it is. Like, when you can tap into this infinite love, like, your life is based in this love. There's really, truly no separation between you. Like, yeah, sure, it only takes a second to say I love you, but like, even if they just texted you and said I love you and then disappeared, would that really bring it? You know, would that do it for you? No. Like, it takes a lifetime, and the way to do the work, you know, to get them to do the work, to get you to do the work, is through this spiritual union that you share of helping this soul growth of your collective soul. Each of us is an angel with only one wing. We can only fly by embracing one another. Yeah, like, exactly. That's the thing, like, this emergence, you know, you're coming out, and it's funny because look, she only has one wing here. So you are coming out of some metamorphosis cycle where you have your wing now. You have your full wing, like, you have your angel's wing. And the way to get the other wing so that you can fly together is to let it go. Woo! Love is beyond the brain. Exactly. Like, you cannot rationalize what the fuck this is. This is the most divine thing that there ever can be, and that's love. It's infinite, and you know that you have access to this unconditional love. But just because you love them unconditionally, like, that's how you know that you will let them go, because that's what they need to learn their lessons, and that's what you need to protect them. Like, it's the journey is bizarre, and it's beyond the mind, so don't attempt to comprehend it. My ears keep like going in and out. Woo! What earth spirits? I want to speak to Leo. Unfoldment. Well, that's an interesting way to put it. The lotus flower, I would take it as blooming, but unfoldment, I don't think I've ever come across that word. It's such a strange way to put it, but beautifully, like, unfoldment, like, the thing, it needs to be released. You know what I mean? Like, the flower is not going to die, but the way that it blooms full bloom is when, you know, things unfold, and, you know, there's no pressure keeping it together, you know, not the attachment. When you release this, it can full bloom and can get nutrients by the light. You know, that's how it is healthy. Wow. And karma, DNA. Yeah, there is so much karmic debt that you two have unlocked biologically in each other. And you know this because it comes together through your DNA, like epigenetic control. It's stimulated for your mind and your body to crystallize differently when you connect. And it helps release your karma. And I think that that is exactly what is happening. And you have reached that point where you are like, it is time. I can release this. I can finally, you know, recognize it as a karmic tie and let things naturally unfold so the flower is not bound. I feel like there's one more for you. What's one more for Leo, please? Damn, Leo. One more for Leo. Volcano volatility. Yeah. Be careful of that. Like, we have this flame on top of the heart, and it's very much, you know, this Ace of Cups of like, whoa, this giant emotional display, which you know that you do. And it's like this aspect of volatility of what can trigger you to erupt is very much something that needs to be controlled here, and you need to emerge from consistently getting triggered like that. Yeah. All right, my dear Leos, please like, comment, subscribe. The more energy you send to me, the more energy I can send to you. If you would like to book a private reading, please feel free to email me at sachithescorpio@gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram. So I hope to see you again for the next reading. Good luck with this, and I send you lots and lots of love. Bye-bye.